Today, let's talk about 3 things that you can do outside of your job which will make you shine in your job. Hi friends, my name is Ashwini. I welcome you all today to my channel. Now you would say that we are already spending 8 to 9 hours of our day inside our jobs, and Ashwini, you were talking about some certain things to do outside also of our jobs, and wouldn't that take much of time or wouldn't that disturb our work-life balance? Well, the answer to that is absolutely no, because the things that I'm going to talk in today's video will not only help in your professional growth but will also help in your personal growth. So let's get started in today's video without wasting any time further. Now, I have been a person who is absolutely guilty about thinking of LinkedIn as a platform only to go for when you are, you need to search for jobs. But until recently, I have realized the potential of this platform. Maybe I'm a little late to the party, but I should share in the different ways that LinkedIn can actually help our professional growth. So, think of LinkedIn as a market shop. Now, in a market, you might have different shops which will have some basic things that are there for selling. But don't you think about that one particular shop that you go every single time you visit the market, whether you buy or don't buy anything, because that shop has certain things that are absolutely unique from the rest of the shop, that are fancy, or maybe they are displayed in a certain way, or maybe you get a different feeling when you go into that shop, right? So this special unique shop should actually be your profile on LinkedIn. If you don't know how to do this, that's totally fine. Maybe you can follow some people who has that special shop, who has that influential profile where you can go and see what they are posting, what they are writing about, and what they are talking about, or maybe you can share such content on your particular page. Other than that, let me just give you of how you can bring your personality into your post. So say you won an award at your work, right? So generally you will just post about that award and say that you received whatever is the name of the award. Instead of just doing that, how about you write about certain things that you learned as on the way to receiving that award, or what was the motivation that helped you to put that grinding work and efforts which help you fetch that award, or what are the lessons or people that you are grateful for that actually helped you get that award. What this will do is, instead of people's attention being on that award, people's attention will be on you. And trust me friends, in today's connection economy where the attention span is so less, people focusing on you itself is a huge award. So as you grow as an individual, people will notice that, your connections will notice that. Also, you can use this platform to reach out to people who have already doing very well in their careers. And trust me friends, I have believed, or I have experienced that the world is actually a kinder place. So even with a professional platform like LinkedIn, you will find people who are there to help you, but please make sure that you are actually reaching out genuinely to them to grow in your career or to understand certain things, rather than just seeing a potential job opportunity and then being nice to them. Don't do it. These people are actually put in a lot of efforts and they are at an experienced level, so I think they might eventually get it if you are not being genuine. But I have reached out to a lot of people who are outside of my organization and even within my organization, whom I would never talk on a day-to-day basis, but just through a simple LinkedIn message, they have given me so much of wisdom in how to progress in the career, or if there are any challenges, how do we tackle them. So the help is already there. All you need to be is genuine and also kind enough and respectful enough while asking out for that help. Now this is with your professional. Now with respect to personal, as I said, when you need to post something very professionally, you have to think a lot about what you're talking. You just can't keep blabbering there. So that will help you grow personally and also talk very effectively or write very effectively. Other than that, I and my husband are from totally different backgrounds. So I follow certain resources which help me understand his job or his industry better. So when we both are having a conversation, I can understand the hurdles or whatever he's talking, or the conversation overall level of that conversation goes to the next level where I can actually understand what he's trying to convey, and we end up having better conversations. Sometimes we even end up helping each other through these same LinkedIn resources. So as I said, both professional and personal growth is bound to happen when you put the efforts on LinkedIn. You will need to think about this one. What is that one personal skill that you already own which might have some professional potential to it? Let me give you my example. Maybe it will help you remember your skills. So I loved editing, and I've been doing it as a hobby since 5 to 6 years ago, and I'm still not a professional at it. I just do it in my pastime. Even before starting YouTube, I used to do editing, and I never thought of using it in my workplace because, as I said, I'm from an IT background, and a video editing is not a skill that is required there. However, recently we had to, as a part of a project, we had to deliver some trainings, and I thought of to myself, instead of having long PDFs, why can't I just create a video, screen record and create a video and then transfer it to everyone? And it was such a unique idea. It was very well accepted by everyone, and that's how I put my personal skill to my professional use. So the benefit of doing this is, obviously, if you have that personal skill, you are the one who is bringing out an out of the box idea, or maybe an extra value that you are delivering to your organization or to your team. But at the same time, you get to do your hobby at work. I mean, what better situation could be there than this, right? Spending time at work doing your own hobby. So maybe for you it is coding, maybe for you it is, working on Excel. There are so many people who do not like Excel at all, and if your boss is one of them, if you make a macro generated automated report, guess who he or she will be thanking next time when they don't have to work on Excel? You, obviously, right? So you become that person who brings an extra value to that work. Now you might think that I don't have any other skill or any personal skill that I can use at work, but think really hard, my friend. Are you a good organizer? Maybe let me just give you this example. Do you organize things very well? Do you know that there is an industry out there where people actually pay others to come to their home and organize their stuff for them? So if you can organize things very nicely at your home, maybe that same organization skills you can use for different projects at work, for different teams at work, or even for your team SharePoint site. You can go and organize it in a way that it is very accessible. So as I said, the skill might be there, but it is on you to use your brain power and think a little bit harder to understand how that skill can actually help you in your professional environment. I know, and I see I can hear most of you say that I'm a finance person, I'm an IT, I'm a freelance artist. How is the skill of marketing going to help me? To that I say that marketing can help you in every possible way. No matter how good of a work you do or how good of a person you are, unless you are able to put that kind of information about your work to the right audience at the right time in the right form, your work will be very difficult to ship. And I'm not talking just about pure selling, because you need to market yourself as a person who's capable of delivering value and also a person who actually cares about the issue at hand. And this, my friend, cannot be faked. So you will need to work on yourself, put those efforts so that you will eventually reach to a point where you can do this effortlessly. Now, where do I start? I just work on my computer the whole day. Okay, so do you write emails? Of course you do. Instead of just plain writing certain, can you please do this? Can you put a little more effort in the choice of words that you are using? Can you put a little more effort to shorten the length of your email? Or can you have certain other gestures being put into that email before you send it out to anyone? Or if you are replying to someone saying that the work is done, instead of writing it's done, can you use a little more kinder behavior? Or if you are asking something of someone to be done, can you first appreciate that person for the work that has been done already? Now you might think of this as an extra work, but my friend, this is not extra work. This in fact is an extra impression of your personality to the other person in an otherwise really boring medium of communication like an email, right? So that's where I read the book called as Cash Advertising. Now, is it a part of my profile? Absolutely not. Is it a part of my job profile or the work that I actually do? Absolutely not. But that Cash Advertising book, it's a very old book by the way, taught me that how precisely and how easily and how in less number of words you can communicate your message is more important than how fancy the message is. So instead of writing big emails or using big fancy words, you can have a better readability and understandability of your message if you put it in a very effective way. So as I said, the medium for marketing does not need to be efficient, or how you're going to do it, it doesn't matter. May it be in a simple email, may it be in a post, or maybe it is in a WhatsApp status that you're putting up. Think of creative ways to present it and to engage the audience. As long as it is effective, as I said, the medium of marketing doesn't matter. And to be more effective in my overall life, I make use of 3 lists which are very helpful for me to stay organized and also save a lot of time. And I'm going to talk about those lists in my next video. So check that video out to make sure that you also get to save some time with these 3 lists. For that, make sure that your notification bell is on and you're subscribed to this channel if you have not already done so. Please go ahead. It takes only 2 seconds to subscribe. Thank you so much. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, share, again subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. You take care till then. Bye.